What's going on, guys? Today I've got what's probably my best LCS haul I've ever had out of the generic bin. I grabbed 11 ounces today, paid $3.74. I think that's the most I've ever bought at one time, whether it was an LCS or off AppMax, but I got some really cool stuff. If you saw my last video, that was less than 24 hours ago. I don't know how long the gap will be in between them, but yeah, I left some of this stuff and I kind of wanted to like research a little more, see what it was, and I had to get it. And then they put up some some new stuff in there too that I had to get. But I kind of got a little story that goes along with it too. But yeah, 11 ounces. These first two aren't crazy, but they are really cool. I got these little A-Mark stackers, the Type 2s, I believe. Really cool. There's a different number on the backs of these, 191, 192. I don't know what they mean. They're not serial numbers, but they are different. But these weren't out there last time, yesterday, but they had these. I had a bunch of the A-Mark dated Liberties to the Eagles, but I had to stop at some point. They had too much stuff. But then I got 3 pieces here. They're all hand poured from the same people. Really cool stuff. This first one is probably the lamest, I guess. It's from the Ericsson mint. I believe it's after Leif Erikson, who's a famous Viking. I think there's also a SpongeBob episode. But this is a 1 ounce little Viking helmet. I think their website said they made 250 of these. And these were all 34 an ounce today. So I got some great deals on these. And speaking of that, the guy that owns the shop, he's not always up there. And I guess he doesn't really control what goes in the generic bin. He's got a couple employees that do that. When I grabbed all this stuff, he was not thrilled to see I was getting it for a generic bin price. You know, he saw it was poured stuff. There's actually like another, there was a 6.5 ounce piece, and then like 3 or 4 other 3 ounce pieces from different mints that I would have loved to grab, but again, I kind of had to pick and choose. And he kind of grabbed all those out of the generic bin. He kept asking the guy that put him in there, like, "Are you sure these aren't worth more?" And you know, some of these aren't worth like a crazy, like I don't think this is like a insane piece, but for 34 bucks, anything hand poured like this, I think is really cool. But there was some Monarch precious metals 3 ounce pieces. There was a gold Spartan like picture frame land like scene thing. I don't know. But I've only got 2 more pieces here, and there's some hefty ones for me. This is a 3 ounce daddy penguin. The Ericsson mint, they made a mama penguin, a baby penguin, and then they made this daddy penguin. I got the baby penguin the last time I was there, so he's basically this guy. He just didn't have the helmet, and he's only 1 ounce. This guy's 3 ounces with the helmet, and he's definitely a little bit thicker. So this was really cool. And this one they made, I want to say either 500 or 250. I think he was 500 maybe. I can't remember, but I got number 45 here. The Viking helmet wasn't numbered, but the website did say it was 250. Got some really cool pour lines up on the horns too. This stuff is really cool. Kind of reminds me of Club Penguin. I'm probably one of the few people that buy silver that grew up playing Club Penguin, but yeah, this guy's awesome. And also about the guy taking the poured stuff out of the generic bin, I have no problem with that. I think it's totally fine to charge a premium for premium silver. I just thought it was a little anecdote worth sharing. I've grabbed some great stuff out of there before, but this stuff I definitely agree with him, doesn't belong in the generic bin. That's why I grabbed it. And this stuff is all still in the original packaging too. I kind of want to take it out, but I don't know. It's gonna go into my safe, and I'm not gonna play around with it at all or anything. So there's kind of no point in taking it out. I would love to see it though. But there's that. And then the last piece here, which is the main reason why I came back up. This was in there yesterday, and I looked at it. And when I went up yesterday, I was planning on buying an ounce or 2. I ended up grabbing 4. And I left this, and I don't know, I went home and I thought about it all night. I was like, I gotta go get back and get it. So I got this guy here, this little 5 ounce igloo. I know it's a little tough to see. This is the big reason why I want to take them out, because you can't really see this one. But this is a 5 ounce igloo. This one they made only 100 of. And yeah, this was the whole reason I came back. Such a cool piece. So I got the igloo, I got the daddy penguin, I got the baby penguin, and then I got a little helmet as well. So I'm missing the mama penguin, which apparently is a tough one to find. But yeah, this is I just thought this was so cool. I have a few poured pieces I don't really have, but they're mainly bars. I don't really have stuff like this, stuff like igloos and penguins. I have a hand poured bullet, but off the top of my head, I don't think that I have anything like these. So I was so stoked to grab these. And again, at 34 an ounce, that's a killer deal. I'm hoping that poured stuff, you know, he left some of it in the bin. He took some of it out. If, you know, they can stay up there for a couple more weeks and I can recoup my funds. Hopefully there will be a video on here sometime soon with some more cool poured pieces. But at the very least, I had some finished stuff in there that I got to grab. But like I said, I am balling on a budget over here. But that's it for today. Some really cool stuff. Really stoked to grab this. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out. They might not be as cool as this one, but there's some. I usually get some nice stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for the next one.